Should be live. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the Three Idiots Talking podcast. We are once again joined by Noah and Cole here, along with myself as host. And what?
I just love that intro.
Thank you. I worked hard on it. I thought about it a
No,
lot.
you
I
didn't.
totally didn't. All right. Super Bowl weekend just happened. The Super Bowl, as you guys all know, probably, especially if you're listening to this, watch the Super Bowl. The Kansas City Chiefs taking the dub over the Philadelphia Eagles in a very entertaining game that came down to, I don't want to say it came down to the wire because it didn't really. They just, Kansas City, if you guys didn't watch the end of the game,
It came down to the last 2 minutes.
it came down to the last 2 minutes. The Kansas City got a big holding call on third down. Controversial as it may be, they got a big holding call on third down. It ended up letting the Kansas City Chiefs, because the Eagles had only one timeout left, it let the Chiefs run down the clock to about 10 seconds to go, for which they kicked a game-winning field goal. The Eagles got the ball back with about 8 seconds or something. And they basically did like a Hail Mary that didn't even get to anyone. So the Chiefs ended up winning the Super Bowl, going 14-3 in the regular season and ending 17-3 as the Eagles go 16-4 in the season. Both teams played very well. Patrick Mahomes ended up winning the MVP after what was an incredibly good performance on a injured leg that was morphined up to about as max as you can make it. Before we continue looking at who had the most bets won, what did you boys think? Good game, right?
I loved
It
it.
was an
It
entertaining.
was a very entertaining game.
Big fan.
Very few drives were just, dead drives. It seemed like almost every other drive there was a scoring play. Very few field goals. One field goal was missed. I think both teams kicked one field goal, right?
Only 2 field goals.
Yeah, Eagles made one.
Kicked a
Chiefs
field
made the
goal.
game winner.
Did
Yeah, the Eagles made one field goal in the third quarter. That was the only point they scored.
Oh, really? They had a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, they had 2 points.
35.
Yeah. So the Eagles played. Jalen Hurts played very well. I think we can all admit that.
Had the best-
He had
Best performance
he
of any individual person, probably.
probably the best individual performance, although his QB rating wasn't as high. I will say though that let me turn this down a bit right there. I will say that the reason I think we can all admit that Patrick Mahomes had a great game was just due to the fact that he was playing so well on a really injured leg, and he went. I mean, just looking at this, the completion attempts, he attempted 27 passes, which was actually quite lower than a lot of us thought. Time of possession was heavily in favor of the Eagles, which I thought meant the Eagles were going to guaranteed win, but the Eagles defense shot the bed in the second half. It was terrible. Mahomes went 21 for 27, 182 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks with a QBR of 131. Jalen went 27 for 38, 304 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 rushing touchdowns, no picks, a QB rating of 103, but he did have a huge fumble in the second quarter, which ended up being recovered for a touchdown, which it looked like the Eagles were about to take a 2-touchdown lead until that happened, and then they allowed the Chiefs to tie it up, which really kept the Chiefs in the game. And, all right, so did we all agree about the MVP winner? No issues there?
Yeah, Mahomie.
Yeah. Mahomes did win the Super Bowl MVP.
He did make the. I mean, he made the biggest play.
That scramble he had for like 25 yards near the end of the fourth quarter was a big play for the Chiefs. They had to get it, and they did. Overall, what do you guys think of the game?
Fire. Eagles lost.
It was a great game.
It was. Was it everything you thought it would be?
It was more than I thought it would be. I didn't think it'd be that high scoring.
I'll agree.
I didn't think it'd be quite that high scoring.
That's true. All right, let's go into these predictions. I thought it'd be about as high scoring as this. I didn't think it'd be this high scoring, though. All right, let's go into the predictions. So, Eagles, Chiefs were 1.5 points. 1.5. The spread was 1.5 for both teams. The Chiefs ended up winning, obviously, by more than 2. So, Noah and Cole both predicted the Chiefs to win. I thought the Eagles might pull this one out, but
You're an idiot.
shut the fuck up. But the closest score-wise was mine in the wrong direction of 31-30. Noah predicted
it really doesn't count then, does it?
Shut up. Noah predicted a 28-20 Chiefs win. But in terms of the correct call and the closest score, Cole 31-27. Even though the score wasn't that close, technically Cole did predict the
I
close.
did predict the right team.
You did predict the right team. So
Me too.
Which
Cole
feels like the only part that
and
really
Noah get a
matters.
point, and Cole gets a second point for predicting the closest score. Super Bowl MVP winner, both you and Cole, or both you and Noah predicted Patrick Mahomes. I thought since
Me
the
and
Eagles,
Cole.
huh? I said you and Noah. And since you and Noah both predicted Mahomes, you'll both get a point. I thought the Eagles would win, so I thought Hurts would have. And if they had won, it would have been Hurts, but
Yes, it would have.
unfortunately,
But it wasn't.
it did not. MVP winner, we picked the regular season MVP winner. We all picked Mahomes. He ended up winning it right before.
He won it.
He did. We all get a
And
point.
it was
there.
not close.
No, it
was
really.
two
There
votes
was
away
two
from
votes.
being
One for
unanimous.
Jalen and one for Josh Allen.
No, I don't think it was in it. Joe
Mhm.
Burrow and Josh. I got it right?
Nope, it was Jalen and Josh Allen.
I don't think it was.
It was 100%. Look it up before you make another stupid comment.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I am 1,000%
The
confident.
guy who picked the Eagles is telling me not to.
Okay, yeah, they lose by 3 points on a very close holding call. Let's pretend like this was a blowout. Will either team win by 1.5 or less? I said less. Cole and Noah both said more. You guys get 1 point. All right, and
Burrow finished fourth.
Huh?
Burrow finished fourth.
I know because he didn't get a vote.
He got votes, just not first place votes.
Oh, okay. All right, then we had the bets. Noah picked the under bet. Me and Cole both picked over on the spread. So me and Cole
Boy, was that
did-
fucking dumb.
Yeah,
of
that
you.
was pretty dumb. No, I'm not gonna
Right there.
lie. Let's see. What did we have? All right, under bets, we had 2 passing touchdowns. Mahomes. All 3 of us picked 2 passing touchdowns, and he had 3. So we all get a point there. What else? We had 2 touchdown catches. 2 touchdown catches. Noah and me both picked Kelsey. Did he have 2 touchdown catches?
No, he did not.
No,
had one.
he did
No
not.
one in the
He
game caught
had
2 touchdowns.
1 touchdown. That's true. So, Noah, we do not get a point. Cole, you get 1. Let's see.
I like that.
2 first touchdown score would be the Eagles, predicted by Noah, and that was true. Me and Cole picked the Chiefs, and Noah correctly
Look at that.
picked that. All right. The most reception yards ended the game was not the Chiefs that we all 3 picked. It ended up being the Eagles with the most reception yards. Very surprising game. Most rush yards at the end of the game.
Wouldn't that be the same thing as passing yards?
No, because technically someone else could throw the ball. What?
Okay.
Yeah, it's different. But what am I looking for? Oh, yes, most rushing yards at the end of the game. Let's see. Let's count it. So we had the Eagles had
Eagles, I think the Chiefs out.
the Chiefs did outrush them, and I predicted that both you and Noah said the Eagles would outrush them, and the Chiefs didn't end up doing that. The Eagles O-line, they could not get Miles Sanders activated at all. Jalen Hurts easily led the most rushing attempts and yards, so very interesting. A.J. Brown and Travis Kelce. A.J. Brown, 4+ receptions. Travis Kelce, 4+ catches. A.J. Brown had 6. Travis Kelce had 6, so we all 3 predicted that correctly. We all get a point. Let's see here. Either Jalen Hurts or Patrick Mahomes to record 50+ rushing. We all said Jalen, and that was true. Jalen did have more than that. Although I will say, Mahomes had 46, so very close. But not, or 44. Very close, but not enough. No Super Bowl records to be broken. I said no. Cole said yes. Was there any records broken?
There was a record tied.
Then that is not broken. I get
Oh
a-
wait, no. There was
Oh.
a Super Bowl record broken.
What
Longest
record?
punt return in Super Bowl history.
Oh yes, there was one. Cole gets a point for that. There you go. All right. Coin flip. Heads went to heads Chiefs. I predicted the heads. Chiefs would pick heads, and they picked tails. They flipped for tails, so nobody gets a point there. You both picked Eagles, tails, and yeah, okay. Points to be scored in the first minute of play. I don't think the Eagles scored in the first minute.
No one scored them.
Yeah, so we all get a- We all get a point for that. Let's check here. Points. Where are we at? Let's go to Philadelphia Eagles to rush.
Drive.
Yeah, Philadelphia Eagles to rush for 4+ touchdowns. Very close, but no. Jalen Hurts got 3.
You got all of them?
You did. And I said yes. You both said no. Point. I did not do great on this. I went all out on this one. All right. Any non-quarterback to have a passing touchdown? We all said no, and nobody did. Let's see here.
They didn't even try.
No. Any player to
No one
pass.
else even threw the ball.
Any player to break the Super Bowl passing touchdown record? We all said no. We all get a point. Final score. Oh, will there be a scoreagami for unique final score in NFL Super Bowl history?
I doubt it, but I never. I mean, for the Super Bowl.
Oh, unique final score in NFL history, not Super Bowl.
No, there's no.
There was none. We all get a point for that.
Let's go.
Final score to have
No, I
occurred
don't
as
know.
a
You don't
past
have to
Super
get
Bowl
points.
final score.
Sorry, what?
Final score to have been a same Super Bowl final score before.
Oh, so scoregami for a Super Bowl game.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
It might-
don't think this score
Probably
has
not. but I
ever
don't
happened,
know.
and we all
There's very
said-
few Super Bowls have been scored that high.
Yeah.
So it does have a shot at that, but I don't.
Get on looking that up real quick. I'll keep going. All right. Any player to have a 60+ yard catch? Noah really thought it would
It was
happen.
close.
It was
Oh,
very
that
close. Me and Noah both thought it happened. It did not, unfortunately. But Cole gets a point for that. Both Chris Jones and Hassan Reddick scored 2+ sacks each. Nope, that did not happen. We all get a point.
Hey, Eddie.
No, they did not. Either James Bradbury or C.J. Gardner-Johnson to record a pick, and the answer is no, which I predicted correctly.
I really figured there'd be more turnovers.
I
in the
really did
game.
too.
There's only one.
Any player to have a 50+ yard touchdown catch, unfortunately,
45
it was very
yards.
close,
Kill me.
but no.
45
Me and Cole
yarder.
both get a point for that. Unlucky Noah. Which team will have more time of possession? Cole and Noah both said the Eagles. I said the Chiefs, just because I figured they would have to have it to win. Chiefs ended up having it, or the Eagles end up having more TOP.
I believe this is a Super Bowl scoregami.
It is. Okay, so then all of us get.
Only 2 other teams in Super Bowl history have scored 38, and
Well,
the opponents did not score 35.
All of us get 1 point then. Which team gets more yards? I said the Eagles. You both said the Chiefs. The Chiefs did not. The Eagles did. Congratulations to the Eagles. Will there be a pick six? Both me and Noah said yes. Cole said no.
Idiots.
Fumble.
Bumble recovery for 6, obviously, you fucking moron.
Safety during game. All 3 of us said no. It did not happen. Will either team fumble? I said the Chiefs would fumble. You both said both teams would fumble, so nobody gets a point there. Will Rihanna bring out Eminem? I said no. You both said yes. I get a point.
No hope.
No. Quarterback to be sacked first. All 3 of us said Mahomes. Nobody gets a point. Player to have higher completion percentage, Mahomes or Hurts? Cole said Hurts. Both me and Noah said Mahomes, so me and Noah get a point.
Did he?
He did. 21 for 27. Hurts went 27 for 38.
I'm looking up this percentage.
I'm pretty sure there's no way having 11 more passes missed incompleted than 6 is going to be higher just because you threw more.
Well, I'll be the judge of that.
First play of the game, Noah predicted a run from the Eagles. What was the first play of the game? Was it a run? Both you and Noah predicted a run from the Eagles.
What? It probably was.
Probably.
I don't actually remember.
I don't remember what the first play of the game was.
Someone look that shit up. Noah, look that shit
Noah,
up.
look up what the first play of the game was. If it was a
It was
run
a run.
by the Eagles.
It would be
Yeah.
hard for the Chiefs to
All
do
right.
it.
Well, then both
They did
you
not
and
ball
Cole
first.
get 2 points for predicting a Eagles run. I picked the Chiefs to pass, so I don't get shit. Last play of the game to be a QB kneel. I said no. Cole said no. We both get a point. Noah
It was
said
absolute Fucking noodle arm.
Will Alex cry at the
Hey,
Eagles?
he threw it 50 yards. All right, I looked at it. He threw that shit 50 yards.
Did he really?
He needed to throw it 70 yards, but
Will
I
Alex
think he might have gotten hit.
probably
when he
did?
threw it.
Will Alex cry if the Eagles lose? Noah said yes. Me and Cole said no. He looked like he was gonna cry, but he looked like he wanted to cry, but unfortunately
He
he
was
did
trying
not.
his best.
Will a streaker run across the field? Cole and Noah both said yes. I said no.
I was just holding out hope.
And that is the last bet we had. Eagles. Oh, I did not.
No, Patrick's completion percentage was higher.
I know.
Not by much. Both threw over 70%.
All right. So at the end of it, Cole comes in first with 4 points more than me. Noah last again.
Goodness, I blew y'all out.
Yes, you
Fuck
did.
you,
I won
Rihanna.
by more than the Chiefs beat the Eagles.
It's true. Cole
Fucking
ends
Rihanna's
up
fault.
as the playoffs end. Cole and me end up tied for first at 3 total points with Noah at 1.
It's fucking Rihanna's fault, man.
Probably
Really
Rihanna's
unfortunate circumstance. There it is. Super Bowl. There it is. So, looking back, we had Cole and me both tied for first. So, technically, there is no real winner of the playoff predictions, but they were pretty good. Regular season, I won the predictions. Say what?
I predicted more games correctly, but whatever.
No, you didn't.
I believe I did.
Well, then you would have won. All right, that was the Super Bowl. 38-35. What did you guys, what was the one thing in this game that you would have liked to see differently?
I would have liked to have seen differently.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the Eagles win, right?
I didn't care who won.
Yeah. I got exactly what I wanted.
Noah's happy.
Very.
I guess I would have. I mean, you could say the holding call, but I mean, Bradbury said that he held him.
Yeah, Bradbury himself, James Bradbury, if you guys don't know, was the guy who got called for the penalty. He did say himself that he held him and tried to hope that he would get away with it. However, it was a very small hold, and technically, those type of holds happen on almost every single play. Very ticky-tack. Whether or not you believe it would have mattered, Chiefs probably would have kicked a field goal. Eagles would not have had to blow a timeout. Or they probably would still blow a timeout just to not let clock run down. So then they would be,
They would have had a much better chance.
They would have had about a minute 20-ish, I want to say around that, maybe a little less, to go down and kick a field goal or, win the game. So the time difference would have been big. Whether or not it would have mattered, we'll never really know. But their kicker is quite...
if you're going to call that, you have to call the ones that Tampa Bay did against Green Bay in the NFC Championship game.
Exactly.
Humorous.
I agree with that. True. All right.
Because I have so many screenshots.
The over-under was
Motherfucker
50 and a half.
hard.
That's true. It did happen pretty hard. Over-under was 50 and a half. They clearly went over. Very good game. One of the most entertaining, I think one of the most entertaining gameplay Super Bowls. We rarely, especially recently,
Gameplay.
have not just like pure what was happening on the field. We have not had a lot of Super Bowls recently where the games have actually been really interesting. A lot of them. Besides, I think the most interesting one was probably, besides this one, was the Patriots-Falcons game a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah!
Just because of the comeback. But again, this game was interesting the entire time just because both teams scored every single quarter multiple times, except the Eagles didn't score. Neither team scored multiple times in the third quarter, but both teams scored multiple times throughout the game, and especially in the fourth quarter.
No. What?
Huh? What?
The Chiefs scored twice, one quarter.
No, I'm saying there was multiple scores in every quarter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, the game went back and forth. It was, I think from the start, both teams were looking to play quickly. They both scored a touchdown on their opening drive, when that happened to me, I already knew this game was going to be interesting. Then the Eagles went 3 and out. The Chiefs went 3. Did they go 3 and out?
Yeah, they had a 3.
Yeah, they went 3 and
It
out.
was a 3 and out.
I don't know. Something
They
happened
had
the
a
next
couple.
drive.
They punted once.
Yeah, they punted the next drive. Then the Eagles went down and scored a touchdown. And then the Chiefs came back and scored another touchdown. And then, no. They did not. Chiefs did not score another touchdown. The Eagles got up ahead, went out again on a punt, and then the Eagles came back up a touchdown with the ball, and that's when Jalen Hurts fumbled. They recovered it for a touchdown. That's when the game. There's just a lot of really good plays. I think to recap, I think we can all agree probably these were the two best teams in the league this year. Does anyone disagree? You disagree?
Yes, I think the Bengals should have made it.
Oh my God.
Are we saying like fully healthy rosters,
Um,
or just
entering the playoffs, these were the two best teams.
The Bills.
I mean, the Bills with the healthy roster are probably the best team.
I disagree. I disagree because I think Josh Allen started playing like shit entering the playoffs. I know he played, obviously shit for Josh Allen is like a good quarterback, right? But he's so much better than that when we saw his form coming into the playoffs, it was just not good for him.
Okay.
That's
I mean, coming into the playoffs, the Bills were not the best team.
Mhm.
I said with a healthy roster, they're the best team.
Do you guys think these two teams were the best teams in each conference?
Disagree.
I mean,
Well, I know you don't know
the
because you
Eagles
think
are
the
the best
Bengals.
team in the NFC.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy is not a 32-point shift quarterback. He's not.
No,
No
he's
one's
not.
really that guy.
True. The NFC East. Okay, I think we can all be honest for a second. And I know this is going to piss off Alex if you ever listen to this. It's going to piss you off. But let's be honest. The Eagles had one of the easiest paths to a Super Bowl we've ever seen.
True.
They ended up playing a majority of teams at a perfect time. They had a couple hard games, but they played a majority of teams at a time where they were not playing well or had a injured QB or an injured D-line or something was wrong with their team and they were not playing well yet. A lot of those games they won, especially early on, were not good teams yet. So you can look back and say, oh, but they beat this team. Oh, but they beat this team. Every team changes throughout the season. Some get better, some get worse, but every team changes throughout the season. The Eagles played a lot of teams who got better towards the year but weren't good then and would have been beaten by any team almost. And a lot of the Eagles' playoff games kind of pushovers, let's be honest. They played the Giants, beat the hell out of them because the Giants, in my opinion, were overrated going into that and barely made it in any way. They beat the shit out of the Niners,
Well,
who...
I loved you for that game, but fuck you for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they beat the shit out of the Niners because the Niners' defense looked awful, and they had Brock Purdy, who, even though he had a good rookie, couple games, you're going against one of the best defenses in the league, and you're not ready for that. And also, let's be honest, the Niners' defense played like dog shit that game for no reason at all.
Okay, Brock, get a good whatever.
And then that's about it. That's really all they had to do. That's it, because they were the number one seed. They only had to play 2 games to get here. It's not a hard road. The Niners game I think the Niners game, in terms of how bad they beat the Niners, was their best game of the year. But I don't think, the Eagles really had a challenge. And what I wanted to say, and I did say when we were predicting this game, was I want to see the Eagles have to play a team that keeps up with them the whole game. I want to see, can they win and keep going the entire time when a team is literally on their tail every single drive and they have to score every single drive. I said that before, and I think the Eagles proved to me that they could obviously win this game. It's a question mark whether, they should have had more time or not. We'll never know if Jalen would have, gone down the field in a minute and gotten the tie game or even maybe scored. We'll never know. But they proved to me that they could do this. Now, this offseason, I think the Chiefs are in a much better position than the Eagles are to maybe repeat next season or at least be extremely close to the Super Bowl next season because the Chiefs have really no free agency issues right now. They got Mahomes for like 10 years. Andy Reid's not retiring. He already said that. They're probably, unless they lose Eric Bieniemy, their offensive coordinator, as a head coach, they're probably not going to lose him. And even if they do, who knows how much of that was, the Chiefs' offense was running through Reid or Bieniemy. No really gives a shit about their defensive coordinator. If they improve at defense, that's just better for them. The Chiefs are doing great. The Eagles have a whole fuck ton of issues they're going to have next year. So many free agents. They have to sign Jalen Hurts to a huge contract, which is going to require a lot of money. They've already lost their offensive coordinator. There sounds like they're going to lose their defensive coordinator. The Eagles got a lot of issues going into next season. Whether or not they're still this good will be known, next year. Whether they can repeat or come back to, be the top dog in the NFC. What do you guys think?
I find it funny that people still are like, "We got to pay your quarterback a lot of money. Can't win if you pay your quarterback a lot of money." Patrick Mahomes makes $45 million a year. I don't want to fucking hear it.
It's true.
Patty ice.
And Jalen Hurts is going to make...
It's one of the biggest contracts, not only in the NFL right now, but in NFL history. And guess who just won the Super Bowl?
That's true.
So take your quarterbacks and take pay cuts and argument and shove it up your ass.
Brady. Anyway, Jalen Hurts is probably going to get paid $50 million a year. Do you think he's worth $50 million a year?
Down.
No, that's the contract. That's what people are saying.
I don't know.
Humorous.
Is he worth that?
Give him like 30.
Hmm.
Maybe 35.
Noah's saying humorous.
I'm not giving him $50 million.
All right, Noah.
Yes.
Jalen Hurts' performance. Did he do better than you thought he would?
Yeah.
Okay.
He did better than most people thought.
I agree. I think he definitely.
He had a great year.
He had a great
but
year.
He's got nothing to show for it. He has an NFC championship. One NFC championship does not warrant you $50 million a year.
It's true. Probably not. But that's the market right now. Mahomes set the market at 45.
But he...
Is okay.
Is he the best QB in the NFC right now?
Yes. He's the best QB in the NFL.
No.
Hurts?
Oh, not Hurts. Fuck.
No, I'm asking is Hurts the best QB in the NFC right now?
Nope.
I shouldn't have said one NFC championship doesn't earn you 50. Like, not you gotta at least, before I'm giving you $50 million, you gotta be at least one MVP, if not more than that, because that's just fucking wild. Who the hell is in the NFC? Let me see.
Let's see.
Aaron Rodgers at his best is better.
What is that? Is Burrow? No, he's AFC.
Yeah, he's AFC.
God.
So the Browns gave Deshaun Watson $46 million a year.
Well, they overpaid.
Oh yeah, and all that's guaranteed.
Yeah. It's more than likely Jalen
Deshaun
Hurts.
Watson's getting $46 million a year.
It's likely. Some people are saying it might be higher.
35 to 40.
Some people are saying Jalen's going to be demanding higher than $50 million a year. So
Fuck
I
that.
don't think Jalen's going to demand more than $50 million a year.
I'm just saying what agents are saying. It's not about how much you're worth. It's about the market.
I'm well aware.
And we all know that. Okay, so currently we all agree Mahomes best QB. So then who's number 2 right now?
In the NFL?
In the NFL.
Probably
Just
Joshua.
Right now, who's been playing the best?
Yep.
I guess Jalen's been playing the second best.
I would say him
who I
or...
think can be the best?
No. Just who's been playing the best.
I guess Jalen's been the second best quarterback. At least recently.
Fair
Especially
enough.
After he was making some absolute throws in that game.
He absolutely was. All right, well, those are all our predictions. Great season we had. I think we did some very interesting ones. Noah, next season you're going to have to do some actual predictions that actually have a chance of happening. Maybe you'll actually be relevant in the later season.
I believed in them.
You
I have no regrets.
No regrets. None, really.
None.
Hmm.
Don't see why I should.
How many weeks did you pick the Eagles to lose games?
And how many were you wrong?
10?
Majority of the weeks.
Yeah.
And
No, they're not sustaining it, I swear.
Your preseason prediction was the Eagles they're gonna go 4-13, man. That's not good.
They're trash.
Yeah,
I do remember Cole saying though that he said the Eagles would not be nearly as good as he thought. People said
before
you
the
said they were going to be the
were going
NFC
to
East.
easily win the NFC East.
Yes, but you also said they're overrated and they're not going to go to the Super Bowl.
I do not know about them going how far they'll go in the playoffs. I did not think that they would make the Super Bowl. I'll grant you. Although halfway through the season, I was like, all right, they're definitely going to go to the NFC Championship game.
Well, let's just look. Let's just look at our preseason predictions because we still have those.
I know I predicted them to win the NFC East. I probably didn't predict them to go very far in the playoffs. But I know you picked Dallas to win the NFC East before the season.
I did. I seriously well, they should. That lineup, you look at that lineup right now, tell me that lineup should not have been in the NFC Championship. Tell me.
I mean, the Eagles, Cowboys, and Niners are like the same team, so
20 predictions.
They're pretty equal.
I'm learning to find our preseason predictions real quick.
Mine were not ideal.
You're a little. It's not 2020 predictions. I'm looking for. Where the hell did I put it? Nope. Season predictions. There we go. All right. So, when was this? Wait, how old is this? Because that can't be right. There's no way we predicted. NFL season predictions. Oh, that's 2017. Okay, never mind. That's a little old.
Who did I think was going to win the Super Bowl in 20? Did I pick
the 2017?
2017.
You said if the Packers stay healthy, they'll be the best team in the league.
Which I know we didn't.
You said that the Raiders would go 11-5.
Well, 5 or 6 years ago, they were pretty good.
And the Patriots would be. You said the Packers Patriots would play the Super Bowl.
I'm pretty sure the Patriots made the Super Bowl.
Hey, we almost made it. We almost made it.
I'm trying to find.
We'll get them next time.
Yeah, you got a little bit.
I didn't say the Packers and Patriots would play this year.
Not this year, no.
Yeah, that was 5 years ago. I said the Packers and Patriots would be in the Super Bowl.
That's what I just said.
I thought no one was saying something.
Oh no, we'll get them next year anyways. Don't worry.
Yeah,
we got it.
For
you
sure.
only got to get through Dallas, who's way better than you. Philly, who's way better than. Oh wait, no, I'm looking at the NFC.
You're okay.
Buffalo, who's way better than you. Cincinnati, who's way better than you.
Yeah.
Baltimore, who's a decent bit better than you.
I wouldn't say that.
Jacksonville, who's better than you.
I wouldn't say that.
Kansas City, who's miles better than you.
Mid.
And
mid. Oh my lord, he said mid. I think I must have put this down on a different thing real quick, so give me 1 second, boys. Continue.
I mean, the Steelers finished with a better record than you.
Hey.
Talking amongst yourself for a minute.
Got bullshit wins near the end because Mike Tomlin.
Because of Mike Tomlin, their coach.
Yes.
So their coach got them wins.
Oh, actually, he has helped sometimes. Actually, yes.
I mean, the Giants are better than you.
Disagreed.
They finished with a better record than you.
They had a
2, they actually won in the playoffs. You failed to make the playoffs.
We have a tougher division.
Do you? No, you don't. You really don't.
Miami.
You really don't.
Buffalo.
My Philly and Dallas would both beat Miami. You could honestly the Giants might be able to beat Miami.
No, healthy Miami. No.
Philly and Dallas would both beat a healthy Miami.
I don't think
they have way better defenses.
Okay, so I cannot currently find it, but what I'm going to do is I know we uploaded this, so what we'll do is
to make the Super Bowl this year.
Who did you pick?
About both.
I'll look at the video.
Bills Packers.
Okay, I'll look at the video real quick, and we will make another video going over our predictions for this upcoming season. See who did the best preseason predictions. So thank you guys for watching. Congrats to the Chiefs for winning. Eagles, you guys might have a bit of a rougher path to return, but you guys are definitely still have a great offense. And let's be honest, that D-line really screwed you over in the second half. Thank you.
O-line is the real MVP.
It really is. They helped
Mahomes
up the whole game. The whole game was won by the Chiefs O-line. Noah, thanks for joining us this season.
Me right about everything I've ever said about Tom Brady.
One last dig at the retired.
Let's see. Who won the game? The team that had the defensive touchdown, the great special teams play, and the O-line that gave up 0 sacks. I wonder how that happened.
The defensive
Crazy.
touchdown.
Even though the quarterback who played the better game lost, the dude with help won the game. Bananas. That's crazy to me. How'd that happen?
It's also just a better player, so there's that. All right, we will see you guys in the next video going over our preseason predictions. Have a good one. Did I click stop stream?